Providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
We're ready.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Very good evening, and thank you for helping us out with the
Going to be holding on the offense.
difficulties with your patience as the Lobos took the opening kick. It looked like an onside effort that went out of bounds. Snowflake began just shy of midfield. Have a new quarterback in with Bryant getting every snap thus far. Easton Butler has been lining up as a wide receiver.
First down.
There's been a steady diet of J.J. Lerma. As right now looking at a 1st and 10 play. Pitch this one going to the far side. Jet McCray trying to hit the Jets as he gets the corner, going all the way on the outside into the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Autoglass touchdown from 14 yards out.
Yeah, big first statement touchdown right there, to start off this game with that run by McCray. He's able to bounce outside and, use actually what's in his name right there. He was able to use his Jets and bounce outside and pick up a touchdown here for the Lobos to start off this game.
So drive there just a little bit more than 50 yards. And they used both McCray and Lerma exclusively.
Number 14, Sam Brown.
Lerma has a 23-yard run. That was 14 yards for McCray to get the score up and in. As Sam Brown right now trying to make it a 7-0 game. And does so.
Good.
So we'll continue to try to unpack everything that's going on with the Lobos offense. So they are off to a hot start now, leading 7-0. Ben Franklin's got the ball after this. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Back here at Snowflake High School, the Lobos lead 7-0.
Sam Brown
Ben
set to kick this one
Franklin
away
had
for
won
the
the
Lobos.
toss and elected to receive in the second half. And started the ball game with what would have been a pretty well executed onside kick. It just went out of bounds. Took a high hop over the Lobo front, but they could not get their hands on it, or at least could not do so well in bounds. So Snowflake has an incredibly short field and uses the ground attack to go, I'm guessing it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 55 yards in just over 3 minutes to get the score. Here's Ben Franklin wearing these gold hats, white tops, gold pants, taking this one all the way back to the end zone, and then wrapping him up high.
Number 9.
And bringing him down shy of the 15-yard line.
Beautiful
That's
tackle.
Braden Frost.
Looks like on the 12-yard line.
So they're going to put him on the 14, and Snowflake, which is trying to rebound
Fantastic
now,
stop
4
by the
and
Lobos
3.
kickoff team.
Has suffered tough losses over the last 2 weeks to first ALA Gilbert North, which is now the #1 team in 4A after it just beat the pants off of Arizona College Prep. And then a tough one at Apache Junction, where they were just struggling with a couple of big playmakers. Don't know if Ben Franklin has anything like they had seen at Apache Junction. Is right now starting the option, going to the far side, nearly bursting through a hole, but instead settling for a couple-yard gain there is their primary playmaker in Dawson Smith. Smith averages 50 yards per
Number
game on
21
the
around the
ground.
right side, tackled by number 25, Matthew Brimhall.
He's also the primary
Pickup of
pass
3,
catcher with
second down and
21 receptions on the year, but that's I'm having a hard time trying to outrace the front 7 from the Lobos. Now facing 2nd and 7. Give this one on a dive going straight up the gut, but nothing doing. Maybe a yard.
Yeah, I mean, there's that Lobo front that we've seen every time we've been watching these games, and there they are, you know, to start off this game with a huge run stop there in the middle. So, you know, this Lobo front's going to be huge tonight, and this Lobo defense in general is going to have to come up big for them to come away with the win.
Big third down here on the first possession for the Chargers. 3rd and 6 as they fake the give, drop it back with Allen. Got to throw this one up for grabs and intercepted again. Oh no! Wait a minute.
Intercepted by number 4, Peyton Papa.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. He
Pass
couldn't hold on to
incomplete.
it.
4th down.
Papa though had 2 hands on it and made a very good effort. Nearly brought this one in. As you're looking at the replay, looked as if he was the intended man there. Probably a little offensive interference. Oh, he wasn't even close. I beg your pardon. But Rich Allen throwing that one about 40 yards up the floor. The Lobos
Back to
read
receive
it
this punt, number 20,
very,
Lance
very
Christensen.
easily. It's Lance Christensen standing at his own 45. It is chilly. He doesn't have any sleeves. He's had a little bit of trouble at times gathering the football. As a couple of gunners run up to the line here for Ben Franklin. Can't tell who the punter is. As he's got a good snap, kicks this one away. It's high but short. Christensen runs up on it, wants a fair catch, and has that one gathered up in Ben Franklin territory at the 48. Excellent field position once again for
1st and 10,
the Lobos, who already lead 7-0. 3 carries, 22 yards for Jet McCray. That includes one where he's working with a new quarterback in Bryant. Brennan Bryant's a junior and has only seen a little bit of action. Butler primarily getting the work under center as he's going to split wide left. But with a quarterback who has not had as many opportunities to throw the pass, the Lobos really leaning on the run, and they chewed it up as they now come out of the huddle with Lerma standing on Bryant's left. Hard count, gets the call. Bounces off a couple of tacklers. Correction, that's McCray as he goes 12 yards up and picks up a comfort catcher first down.
Yeah, great opening first run right there by the Lobos. You know, able to pick up about a 10-yard gain right there and keep these chains going. So, pretty big first pickup there for these Lobos.
By the safety, Benjamin Franklin.
He already with 34 yards. Now the leading rusher.
Touchdown saving tackle.
As they move it out to the 37. 7 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lobos lead 7-0 and are already in business after getting the great coverage on their kick. Ben Franklin starting on the 14, and then a short punt on the 3 and out has him in Charger territory. Now Bryant working with split backs, got receivers on either side. Another hard count is this time they're going to let him run the pocket to the left, fire one toward Claire, but he can't get that one. The throw is low.
Yeah, just a little bit of a low throw there, but hey, it's like we were saying earlier, this is this, you know, first start of the season right here as a quarterback coming out and, you know, making pretty launch first pass right there to Claire. Just wasn't able to hang on to it, but, you know, start off this game, but, you know, it's probably going to be throwing it a lot more in this offense, so he's got to let that one, put that one in his pocket and just keep rolling.
I think that says an awful lot about what the Lobos expect from the ground game. Rolling it out there in the flats for the big guy. Just seeing what Bryant's able to gather up is now he's got 3 playmakers with him in the backfield. Claire operating as an H-back, again single set on either side of the line. And Christensen coming in motion. Instead, the give goes to Lewis as he bursts through the middle. He's at the 20, steps away from a couple of tacklers, still on his feet at the 15 before the rest of the Charger defense finally brings him down inside the 15 for a comfort big Denver first down.
Yeah, great run by Lewis, but also a great job by the right side of the offensive line to open up that hole right there. Create that hole, you know, get Lewis with that huge big run right there, you know. Drive him down to about the, what is that, the 14-yard line. So they're going to be able to maybe punch this one right here and go up 2 scores this early into the game.
They're in the red zone, second time in as many possessions, already leading 7-0. Clock moving at 6 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first. Bryant, again with running backs on either side, Christensen and Lewis once again. As he takes the high snap, again gives Lewis, he goes up the middle again and accelerates into the end zone for the Mountain Bubble Autoglass touchdown.
Yeah, that's back-to-back plays right there for Lewis, but also back-to-back great opening up holes right there from that offensive line to punch in that touchdown for Lewis right there and go up 2 scores right here early into this game for the Lobos.
Coincidentally, each score going for 14 yards. As the Lobos lead 13-0, and Sam Brown coming out to try to further extend. Ben Franklin pretty well traveled. Not quite as well as ALA Gilbert North was, but perhaps they caught a glimpse of the forecast. It's chilly. As Brown has Butler holding. Snap is good, kick is low, but likewise good. 14-0, Snowflake leading with 5:57 to play in the first quarter. It's all Lobos early on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
14-0, Snowflake leads, 5:57 to go as Sam Brown's got it kicked off. By the way, it's a Mount Mulatto, no it's not, it's a Northland Pioneer College kickoff.
Sam Brown.
You go to Mount Mulatto trying to pay the lowest tuition in the state, they're going to look at you funny, but you do that at Northland Pioneer College, you say, you came to the right place. As here comes Brown with it teed up at the 40, and I think somebody broke early.
Yeah, it looks like somebody might have jumped right there.
Flag was thrown by the linesman furthest from us.
Looks like a false start on the kickoff team. Crossing that line a little bit early. Got to re-kick this one.
So Brown's got to do it again. All right, it's still the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Lowest tuition in the state. This time it's a low liner. Having to go back and take this one at the 14. Try to start up a reverse. It was mishandled, but still able to get his hands on it. Now accelerating up the near sideline, 40, 50, all the way to the 40 before pushed out of bounds at the 35. It looked like it was going to be a disaster. Instead, there's a huge return there for the Chargers because Dawson Smith was able to keep that thing from falling down.
Exactly what Derek just said. That was almost a disaster right there, but you were able to overcome it and pick up a huge gain right here and, go up to the Lobo territory already to start off with this kick return. But this is going to be huge. This is a huge drive right here for these Benjamin Franklin Chargers to be able to punch this one and only be down by a score.
Trailing 2. They were only able to gain 4 yards on their only other possession. Rich Allen, with running backs on either side, going to move the pocket. Looks like he's got a safety valve out there with Dawson. Instead, he's going to try to catch the corner, but the Lobo defense was just in hot pursuit.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. That Lobo defense was over there in a minute. They were able to hold that inside open. It wasn't able to allow them to bounce back in, and had to make them bounce outside and only pick up about a 1 yard gain right there for the Chargers.
There was an, oh wait. The officials are, I think that somebody was holding.
Personal foul. Blindside block number 65 from Ben Franklin. 15-yard penalty from the spot, still first down.
I think the Chargers wish somebody was holding.
Yeah, it looks like
signal,
that pushes it back to the 15
yards, first down.
So it is first down now.
Looks like a personal
24.
foul.
Allen's going to operate this time with an empty backfield. 5 receivers set, trying to keep an eye on Dawson Smith, but cannot see him. It's going to be a design quarterback run, and nothing doing.
Exactly, there's that Snowflake front that we were talking about. Nothing going at all for these Chargers early in this game. They haven't been able to find that throwing game, and they haven't been able to find that running game yet. So, good job by this Lobo defense to come out and put this kind of pressure on this Charger offense.
Yeah, it looks like they, didn't even break the line of scrimmage. So it's second down. Well, they're calling it 21. They got to take it all the way down to the 26, so I think that's a second and 24. As a man comes in motion, fake the give. Allen's going to keep this one. This time able to gain 4 or 5 yards, but it sets up third and a whole lot. Last time they were facing third down, they would just said, Allen wind that up and see if he could get somebody to run underneath it. ought to mention that one of his favorite pass catchers in Drew Salisbury is not available. He was out with the captains for the toss, but was not wearing any pads. So this is a situation where they might like to have him run underneath something. He's a pretty big fella. But now another empty backfield, trying to set up a screen, but again, read by the Lobo defense.
Yeah, read by that Lobo defense right there. Matt Brimhall was able to come out with that tackle right there and force that ball out. But I don't think that Charger offense kind of knew what was going on. The play looked broken as right when it started. So, but great pickup there for that Lobo defense to be able to make this a pretty big 4th down right here.
Already trailing 14-0. And there's not a punting unit out there.
Looks like they're going for it.
Allen, now he's going to move it back. He's good 7 or 8 yards back of the line. He's able to get this one away. Christensen late getting back out there as it takes a great Ben Franklin bounce inside the 10. So the special teams play for the Chargers has been on point.
Exactly,
Almost had that onside kick to start it, but just couldn't get underneath it in time. Had the nifty reverse for the great field position, and now this punt sends Snowflake back with an incredibly long field, but the Lobo running game has been much more so on point.
Yeah, exactly, both sides. You know, the offense and defense for the Chargers haven't been able to get going, but the special teams has been able to do its thing all night. But exactly on the other side of the ball, the Lobos have been able to run the ball up the gut pretty well tonight to start off this game. So let's see what they can do right here with this 3rd possession of the game.
4:18 to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10, they're saying it is on the 10. Is there a couple of fakes as Bryant's going to, oh no, this one's got Butler open behind the defense, caught it at the 35, and then spun out of bounds over the 40. It comforts Big Denver 1st down and a gain of 33.
Yeah, great first play right there by Butler and Bryant right there, you know, able to kind of flip-flop positions right there. Bryant was able to find Butler on that kind of a go route right there. He kind of threw it a little bit behind him. He had to come back and get it, but still a great first play to start that drive there by the Lobos.
We've been watching as they've struggled in the second half against ALA Gilbert North, made a concerted effort to try to get the ball into what may be their best playmaker's hands in J.J. Lerma. Looked like they tried to do that a little bit sooner at Apache Junction, but I think that right now they're just, again, trying to find a way to distribute the ball to their best playmakers.
Exactly.
Butler, potentially a better receiver than quarterback at this point, at least what the Lobos need is their snap shoots right through Bryant's hands. He has a hard time circling it, but eventually is able to fall. And will maintain possession. They'll lose 5.
Yeah, that's a tough loss of 5 yards right there from that first play they had. You know, that huge big old passing game they had right there from Bryant to Butler. But, you know, 5 yards isn't much, but still it's something to take away a little bit of momentum on the offensive side of the ball.
They had completed the last drive with Lewis and Christensen in as the running backs. Right now, seems to be going back to McCray and Lerma, who are going right to left, with Claire again operating as an H-back. Hand this one off, Jet McCray, trying to get to that corner on the far side, but as he turns it, the flags come out.
Jet McCray on the left side.
Let's see what this one could be. Already facing 2nd and 16. Whitehead and Paul Hancock is asking the Ben Franklin sideline if they want to push him back even further or make it 3rd down in quite a bit, because McCray was only able to gain a yard or 2. The explanation's forthcoming.
Illegal motion, number 88 for Snowflake, going forward at the snap. That penalty is declined, so the down will count. It'll be 3rd down.
So McCray gains, I think, just a yard. 3rd down and 17. As McCray is the lone man in the backfield. 3 receivers going right to left, and before the snap whistles blow,
No, timeout.
Ben Franklin wants to talk about it. We'll allow it. 14-0. It trails 3:08 to go here in the first quarter on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Cholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Cholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Cholo Ford has the best deal. Cholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at choloford.com.
Well, Lobos come out in a formation that we hadn't seen yet on their first 2 scoring drives. Now in what seems to be a quite obvious passing situation, but Snowflake already with runs of 14, 14, 23, 24, and 14 yards. Feeling the need to potentially try to grind this out on the ground may not seem too far out of the realm of the possible, as now they have 2 receivers on either side for Bryant, who's in as starting quarterback. Drops back, a little bit of pressure, but a pocket forms. Now he's going to move to his right. Still got a man downfield as he winds up trying to get it to Butler, who's pushed out of bounds.
Wow, what a catch.
He's able to bring it down, but nowhere near.
Whew. What a grab down the sideline right there by Butler, though. Too bad he was out of bounds, but.
Pass intended for 11, Easton Butler, incomplete, 4th down.
Pretty good throw on the run also from Bryant.
It was a good play all around. Just a little too far outside right there.
Dawson Smith is back and ready to receive, waiting at his 26 or 27. Lewis is going to kick it away. Is moving around back there is Frost, but a high, but short kick. Takes a high bounce. And now it's going to be down at the 35, maybe the 34, 33.
Should have let that one roll. And who knows what the direction of the football would have went, but it looked like it was in the direction it was going to start taking off a little more, but who knows.
So Ben Franklin, which is still looking for its initial first down with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Trailing 14-0. Had some great field position after executing the reverse on the previous kickoff, but this time not bad field position, just haven't been able to do anything with any of the field position it has. Is there fake the handoff, keeper for Allen, who's going to go to the right side and wind up scurrying for pretty good 6-yard gain.
Yeah, big pickup of 6 right there. For these Chargers, you know, they haven't been able to really get anything going on the offensive side with the ball right there, but right there they really get positive yardage on that run and pick up about 6 yards right there.
Best play on first down by far here on their 3rd possession. 3 receivers set with 2 of them coming here to the near side. Again faking the handoff as Allen thought that he had seen a little bit of a crease, but it closed quickly. And it'll be 3rd down. They're going to credit him with a yard.
Up the middle by number 7. Gain of maybe a yard. 3rd down.
3rd down. It's going to be a lengthy 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you heard me. This is a
Munoz
defensive 3rd
looked like he was
down.
running some sprints before the defense went out. The yellow hair isn't out there right now. As there a high snap brought down. Give way to Smith, who tries to shoot through something very low to the ground, but cannot find much more than 2 yards, and it'll be 4.
Yeah, that was a good first down saving tackle right there, but I'm pretty sure that was Lewis coming up from his linebacker spot right there to come out with that huge tackle and make it about a 4th and 1 right here. So this is going to be a big 4th down for both sides of the ball.
Looks like they're not going to attempt any sort of punt. As Allen's underneath, toss this one back to Smith, and not even close.
They read it perfectly. They read it perfectly there, that Lobo defense. You know, we're able to not be fooled on that little reverse play right there, and we're able to pick it up and cause a turnover right here and give these this Lobo offense
I say
great
not even close. The
field position.
The linesmen are...
they're giving him the first.
Never mind. That's my bad. It's going to be a 1st down.
That fooled everybody. The PA announcer said that was not even close as well, but instead it's going to be a Comfort Fit Dentures 1st down. It looked like they had him tackled well back of the pile. But maybe he's that elusive. So it winds up being a 2-yard gain. Now a high snap, going to shovel past this one again, looking to try to find it to Smith, but this time there's no doubt about it. Well shy of the line, and then a flag comes out late.
We don't have a number 12 on our roster, but great job on number 12 to come up and make that pretty big of a hard hit right there to be able to drop him in the backfield for about no gain, maybe a loss of 1.
This is looking like it's going to be against Ben Franklin. Or no. Well, I should just stop. I should just stop.
Block in the back, number 75 on the defense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. It'll still be first down.
So,
Penalty on the Lobos.
I believe they said that was Munoz, who was perhaps too aggressively trying to shed a block. It happened behind the line of scrimmage, so it's first down and 1. Is that on your bingo card? First and 1 from the Snowflake 48. Second time here that Ben Franklin's been able to penetrate into Snowflake territory. Is there fake the handoff? Allen wants to come down this near sideline again. He's got a man back, but it's going to be recovered nicely and blocked away by Frost.
Yeah, great job by Frost right there. That receiver was able to get behind him right there, but he was able to read that ball perfectly and get back to his defender there and break up that pass right there. But it looks like we have something's going on.
Play being stopped once more. Don't see any flags. I'm not sure what's up. Got the officials all. Looks like they're waiting for somebody to. Oh, okay, clock issue. They wanted 23 seconds on the clock. Chargers going without a huddle. Allen turned and facing his sideline while he trails 14-0. Empty backfield again with 5 receivers, 2 on the near side. Allen, quick pass thrown to the far side and incomplete off of his intended man's shoulder pad. That time trying to hit Carlos Madrid. But that time a flag is thrown. Is that what I heard? No. No, I did not.
No flag, but.
All right, so Allen's still looking for his first completion. They throw it on 1st and 1 and 2nd and 1. Now facing 3rd and 1 and going again without anybody in the backfield. Allen a threat to run. Rich Allen now getting the shotgun snap, steps back, and now will try it, but he gets stopped at the 50 for a loss of 2.
Pretty sure that was number 54 for the Lobos there. Braden Leduc was able to come up with that play from his nose tackle position and take down that quarterback.
Number 54, Braden Leduc.
That'll be the final play of the first quarter where Snowflake leads 14-0. Having already gone for it on 4th down, the Chargers are probably going to do it again. We'll have it for you after this on Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
4th down and 3. On the last 4th down play, everybody got faked out. I got faked out. PA got faked out. But Ben Franklin was able to convert on 4th and 1. Then on the ensuing 1st down play, Snowflake is whistled for a defensive block in the back. Sets it up on 1st and 1. They've thrown it for the first 2, and now Allen tries to run for it on the next. Now it looks like they're trying to get Snowflake off sides. Hard count, nothing there. The man in motion was Dawson Smith. He's off there on the left of the line. Again comes in motion. Again trying to double reverse that one, but can't get much more than a yard.
It's going to be close, maybe shy a yard.
That was Carlos Madrid on his first carry. He does pick up a yard, but that time there was no question.
Yeah, and it was a pretty long one that they gave. They were trying to make it at the yardage mark, but.
So the Lobos get that stop, get pretty good field position out of it as well, as they're going to start on their own 48. They lead 14-0, but were forced to punt on the previous possession. Coming out with leading rushers in Braden Lewis and Jet McCray with 38 and 35 yards respectively. McCray's out there with Lerma on either side of Bryant. This time heads off to Lerma, goes to the right side, still on his feet as he goes to the right. He's at the 30. He's trying to get to the sideline at the 20. 10, looking for some blocking help, but pushed out of bounds just shy of the goal line, but has a comfort fit denture first down.
Yeah, great run right there by Lerma, but great, again, uphill blocking right there by that Lobo offensive line. But it looks like there's going to be a little bit of colorful laundry on the field.
That might explain the hole he found going over that right side.
Holding. 77 offense. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Without Nate Gates, about a 50-yard run from J.J. Lerma. Snowflake now looking at a first down. They're calling it 15 all the way back at the Lobo 43. If you're just now joining us, Easton Butler coming out wide to the left here at the bottom of your screen. Brennan Bryant is in at quarterback as he has Lerma off on his right from the shotgun. Again gives way as this one stopped at the 45 for a gain of but 2. No, that was not Lerma. That was Lewis.
Yeah, we haven't talked much about this Charger defense, but right there they were able to hold Lewis to only about a 2-yard, maybe 1-yard gain right there. So these Chargers are starting to put a little bit of more fight into this game than they were probably thought that everybody else was thinking they were gonna. So
just 1-6 on the year, and have not been very competitive very often. Is now forcing Snowflake into a second and long after the Lobos whistled for holding. Handoff this time to Christensen as he tries to chip his way over the 20, or excuse me, over the right side. He gets to the 50. He is number 20 and is able to gain
Number 20, Lance Christensen up the
gain
middle,
of
picks up about 5 yards. Third down.
But it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Have seen Bryant air it out a couple of times. He was able to connect with Easton Butler for 33 yards and then nearly had him on the sideline after they moved the pocket to his right side. Butler now lining up on his left. He's got Claire again up front operating as an H-back. 2 running backs on either side. Handoff goes to Lewis, runs off of one tackler and then fights his way toward the 45 in Charger territory, but needed twice as many yards as he gained.
Exactly, but great job by that Charger defense to come up with the big 3rd down stop right there and turn this into 4 down. So let's see what these Lobos do. You know, we've seen them go for it a lot this year, so they'll probably pull something out of that playbook down there and create something to get going.
Snowflake has handed it off to 5 different players. And right now, with, again, Braden Lewis in the backfield. Operating as lone man, takes the pitch, trying to run to the right side, and brought down by the shoestrings at the 45. Great stop there by number 65.
Yeah, great stop by number 65, Owen Oberly, for the Chargers there. He was able to come up with the shoelace tackle and turn this ball around and bring it back to his offense right there and come up with some momentum, and hopefully this offense carries on with it and is able to take it down the field and at least get some points out of this drive right here for the Chargers.
Snowflake had a 50-yard run to start that, but a holding flag brought him back to 1st and 16 and wind up just getting denied off of that great stop in the open field. Now the Chargers taking over just 5 yards removed from where they had ended. Shotgun snap, and oh no, it's kept by Allen. Gets into Snowflake territory, has a strong run of 8.
Yeah, great QB run right there by Allen. Was able to pick up about 8 yards right there, but great upfield blocking again by the Charger offensive line this time around. We're able to make a pretty big gap right there for Allen. He was able to squeeze through it and pick up, like I said, about an 8-yard run.
9:15 to go in the half. 14-0 Snowflake leads. As Allen again with running backs on either side of him. That includes Madrid, who's on his right. He gets the call. Nope, Allen's going to keep this one, trying to outrun a very speedy Snowflake defense. It gets by the first tackler and somehow makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Short gain sets up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, great second down stop right there by that Lobo defense. Able to come up with. That guy was only running, he was just running towards the sideline of the Lobo defense and was able to come up with a pretty big tackle there and make this into a 3rd down and 1 for the Chargers here.
Again with Madrid and Smith on either side. Allen from the shotgun pulls it away from Madrid. Now running backwards, being pursued by the Lobos, is tackled forward and would have enough for a 1st down, but a flag came out in the backfield.
Yeah. Let's see what this flag is.
With the tackle, there was a flag on the play.
This one thrown in the area of holding.
That's
and
what
there's
it
the
is.
signal.
So it looked like it was going to be a 1st down right there for the Chargers. Christensen came and made a tackle from the back there.
Number 6 on the offense.
Kind of drove him towards the 1st down.
10-yard penalty from the spot, still 3rd down.
You're absolutely right. It was a huge aggressive tackle from Christensen, but gave him an extra couple of yards, but prevented anything further. So here it comes now, much different situation. And these are circumstances that the Chargers have not been able to find much success in. They're much better in the short yardage circumstances. As Allen working from the shotgun, moves this direction, shovel pass right into the teeth of the Lobo defense, and once again, nobody's fooled. Yeah,
once again, nobody's fooled, like exactly what Derek just said. That defense, again, coming up with a great stop and bringing this about 3rd and long right here for the Chargers. So it looks like they're going to punt this one away right to Christensen and bring this offense back onto the field for the Lobos.
4th down.
4th and 16 in a conventional punting situation, or formation. Need to get a few players off the sideline as Christensen, again, just getting chillier and chillier. He's not wearing any sleeves. Would assist him in making sure he's able to wrap it up. He has had a little bit of a hard time gathering in these punts this year. As there's a good snap, kick is away. That's Allen punting it. It's a high one. Christensen signaling fair catch, and that time again brings it right against the chest to make sure he has possession.
Christensen with the fair
The Lobos
catch.
will now take
22-yard line.
7:13 to go until the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. Lobos scored on their first 2 possessions, but have since punted and lost it on downs, though it ought to be noted that their previous possession started with a really long run from J.J. Lerma. They just could not hang on to it because of a holding flag. But they've had a very busy backfield, and interestingly, one time Bryant tried to hit Claire. The other 2, his intended man was last week's quarterback in Easton Butler, who comes out wide left. Lerma and McCray in the backfield. Give goes Lerma, tries that right side again. Huge surge, and then he's able to get an extra burst and wind up potentially forcing his way over the yard marker. It does have enough for a comfort first down.
Yeah, this right side of the line for this Lobos have been having a great game tonight. They've been able to push this defensive front for the Chargers back and able to create these huge gaps for Lerma and all those running backs back there for the Lobos. So got to give props to this offensive line here for these Lobos.
Clock running at 6:50. Snowflake took the opening kick and went a little bit more than 50 yards after a failed onside kick. And we're able to get a short field on the second possession. Now having to do it with a little bit more space as the handoff goes McCray. He accelerates to the left of the line and then gets held up. Great job there preventing a much larger gain from being had. And that
2nd down.
Number 30. I beg your pardon for the hesitation. The light numbers on the white shirt, not easy to be seen. But number 30 there with a great stop. That's Landon Stetka. Makes it just a 6-yard gain to make it now mid-range. Well, they're calling it 2nd and 5. McCray still in the backfield. They're going to pitch it out to him. Hotly pursued. Again, diving at the shoestrings, this time evading, but by the time he turns the corner, he's only able to gain 3, maybe 4. It'll be a 3rd and short.
Yeah, great run right there. McCray was able to bounce outside and escape through 1 tackle, but was able to get out of 1, but pick up about 5 yards right there for the Lobos.
Picking up another 4 yards, 3rd and short.
Might have given him 4. Third down, they're calling it 1. Lobos come to the line. Again, Easton Butler split wide left. Jet McCray also over here. Beg your pardon, Lerma's over here. Jet McCray's in the backfield as there's a hard snap from Bryant. Give way to McCray, but a nice job there breaking through and then hanging on for dear life, as I believe that time the Chargers have Devin Barrett to thank.
Yeah, great.
That winds up being a loss of 2.
Yeah, great job by Barrett right there. You know, forced that loss of 2 for the Chargers, but the whole front for the Chargers was able to just get in there and come up with that huge stop. So looks like right here these Lobos are going to punt it away, and these Chargers have been able to come up with pretty big stops in these last couple of possessions. So
also have been getting most of their yardage from special teams play as Dawson Smith standing on his own 30. Lewis takes the low snap and kicks it away, and this one's going to sail. No, it will be ran underneath at the 25. Smith able to avoid a couple of tacklers, get over to the 35, but a flag comes out late.
Looks like it might have been holding or blocking the back right there by Lerma of Snowflake. It looks like that's kind of like where they threw the flag in that direction right there.
Ben Franklin looking like it's feeling guilty.
Block in the back on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the 16-yard line. It will be first down.
So the penalty occurs at the 16. That'll move them. No, they're going to move it back to the 16. I misunderstood. So first down and a long field. Ben Franklin's going to receive the opening kick. 4:22 remaining in this half. Trailing 14-0, but as you mentioned, Mikey, they've been able to get the defense to get much more stout. Now just need the offense to rise up, as I don't believe they have a first down as yet.
I don't think so either. I don't think they have a first down either, but
good pass, trying to get a wide receiver screen and nearly intercepted by Lewis.
Yeah, that went right through his hands right there. That would have been an interception for a touchdown right there for Lewis, but making it into about a second down right here for the Lobos. So
he kind of shrugged his shoulders like he couldn't believe he had the opportunity. But it stops the clock with 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Now the interesting quandary that the Chargers find themselves in is how much time do you want to give the Lobos potentially? They have all their timeouts. As there's a high snap brought down and handed off to Smith, who's trying to force his way around the left side, gets stood up by a few Lobos. Now the ball comes out, but they're going to say he was down.
Yeah, it looks like the ball came out late right there. But again, there's that Lobo defense that we've been looking at all night right there, and they were able to come up with that gang tackle there and not even allow another gain right there on the run. So this Lobo defense is starting to show off what they have been doing, in the last couple of weeks. They've been kind of died off a little bit, but they're starting to come back now, make these plays against the Chargers.
Well, the defense hasn't played necessarily poorly. Take that first quarter at ALA Gilbert or against ALA Gilbert North and first couple of possessions against Apache Junction. I think it's played fairly well. Now they're just kind of really rising up as a pass on 3rd and long. Going to throw this one again into double coverage and is intercepted. Taken away by Frost. That's McCray, who's going to be wrapped up at the 45.
Yeah, McCray coming in as the corner right here for the Lobos and able to come up with a huge interception there and turn this game around, kind of get more momentum to the Lobo side right here.
Lobos take over with 3:23 to go. A lot of time, but now, much as we've been talking about the Chargers offense, Snowflakes hasn't had a first down in its last 3 possessions. I got to go back to that huge run from McCray that was negated by a hold. He's going to come out in the backfield again on first down. I keep saying McCray, it was Lerma. Lerma and McCray having struggled this evening as he gets the first down call and met right at the line by 3 Charger tacklers and is dropped for no gain.
Yeah, this Charger defense has been able to come up with a couple big run defensive stops right here, and they've kind of been able to read this Lobo offense a little bit. They've been able to run the ball a lot this game, but, now they're starting to come up with some pretty big stops up in the front and they've been able to come with some stops in the backfield and come with stops right in the line of scrimmage. So they've been starting to you know, turned it up a little bit there on that defensive side of the ball for the Chargers.
Second down and 10 with the clock moving under 3 minutes to go. 14-0 Snowflake leads, but the offense halting. Easton Butler, who has yet to play a snap at quarterback, winds up wide right. Bryant, handoff McCray. No, fake it to him as he's going to go toward Butler there on that far side and drops it down between two defenders and right on the far sideline for a comfort fit Denver first down.
Yeah, beautiful ball from Bryant right there to Butler. Was able to place it in between two defenders, exactly like what Derek just said. But great grab by Butler over there. You know, he's been playing quarterback all season, but shoot, looks like they've got themselves another receiver out there for these Lobos to make them even more dangerous than they already are.
30-yard gain. First down and 10 from the 15. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the half. 14-0 Snowflake leads as Butler this time comes out wide left with Baum. 2 men in the backfield again look to be Lerma and McCray as their short drop. Throw this one out to Butler. Steps away from one tackler, runs through the 5, and then is finally brought down by a couple of Chargers, but has a comfort fit Denver first down on the gain of 12.
Yeah, that was a well-executed play right there for Lobos. Able to come up with that screen. You know, sometimes those screens don't work out very well. Those defenses read them, but right there they were able to come up with it. You know, Butler was able to shake off of a couple tackles and bring it out to about the 5. Maybe.
No, they're at the
3-yard line.
First and goal, already leading 14-0. Again with Lerma and McCray in the backfield. Bryant from the gun. Handoff Lerma tries to get that right side and is again going to accelerate into the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. That is Lerma's first score of the evening.
Yeah, that was a big statement drive right there for this Lobo offense. You know, they haven't really been able to come up with anything in these last couple of possessions, but right here they were able to drive it in with a familiar face on Lerma to score that touchdown from him and put him up 3 scores right here for the Lobos. So going into halftime with about a 3-score lead is going to help them out very, very well.
Bryant's 30-yard connection. All of his receptions right now going to Butler, who has 3 catches for 75 yards. Sam Brown in to attempt the extra point. A little bit of pressure, but he's got it away. And splits them to make it 21-0 with 1 minute and 37 seconds to play here in the half on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on NetTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASS.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff is going to again be a reverse, but this time the Lobos much, much more prepared. And a lot of that might be that nifty knuckleball that came off of Sam Brown's foot. But reminder, when you want to pay the lowest tuition in the state, you go to Northland Pioneer College and do it. As the Lobos have the interception, short field, 45 yards away, 30-yard pass between Bryant and Butler. And a couple of plays later, you got J.J. Lerma in for his first score to make it 21-0. Snowflake leading here in the closing minutes of the first half. Just 90 seconds remaining as Allen has not been able to complete a pass as yet. Hands this one off to Smith, who's going to the left side and has a pretty good run after some great blocking upfield. Gets him about, what we call that, 7.
Yeah, big 7-yard gain right there. That was a strong 7-yard gain. He was able to put a shoulder into Frost right there and kind of drive him back a couple of yards right there. Pick up about 6-7 yards right there.
Chargers not in a hurry as Allen fakes the handoff, tries to come to the right side, gets hit hard twice. That's a bit of a Deemer's auto glass potential for a glass shattering hit of the game. But he hops up eventually, though he does pick up that first down. So that's the first time that the Chargers have been able to move the chains.
Number 7,
Picks up 3 yards. Now Allen has 21 yards on 8 carries, but the clock dipping under 50 seconds to go here and trailing 21-0. Probably going to have to wind one up. Instead, they fake the handoff, start the option going to the left. Pitch is late. The Lobos defense was there and ready.
Yeah, the Lobo defense there again read that perfectly. We're able to come up with this huge stop right there. Pretty sure that was Christensen, but it looks like there's a flag on the play.
There is. It stops the play with 35 seconds left in the half. Reminder, the Honda Ski and Outdoors Board halftime report is coming up in a short period of time. The officials having a conversation right next to the Ben Franklin sideline, and a lot of coaches there looking on earnestly, because this could be the difference of being able to wind up a couple of throws into the end zone, or maybe just take a knee.
Exactly.
It's going against Snowflake.
Personal foul. Face mask, number 24 for Snowflake. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. The result is a first down.
So that's a second first down here on this drive. Moves it into Snowflake territory at the 40. Allen has demonstrated that he has
30 seconds left to go.
The arm to get this into the end zone. The clock already moving now at 30. Fakes the handoff, drops back, wants to unload. Instead, he's going to run up the middle, but he gets caught and spun down.
Nice tackle, number 54, LeDuc.
LeDuc.
Second down.
That's a name we haven't called very often, as a timeout is called with 20 seconds to play. And, we'll take it with them. Lobos lead here late in the first half, 21-0 on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk106.com.
Hey everyone, this is Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Calls its second timeout with 20 seconds left. It looked as if they wanted Rich Allen to throw this one as close to the end zone as he can make it. He's got the arm, I believe, to get it into the end zone, but that time ran out of a little bit of time. Now he takes a deeper drop, wants to set up a screen, and nearly picked off. As elevating to get in the way of that one was Yellow Hair.
It looks like Yellow Hair kind of got lifted up off of the ground right there. That's kind of how it made him kind of come into that play, but yeah, that quarterback right there kind of just threw it into the ground, but not in the right spot. Kind of threw it a little too much into that Lobo defense. There's a decent amount of surrounding players right there.
14 seconds, 3rd and 9. I would imagine that this is going to be 2 shots again as close to the end zone as they can get it, but the Lobos have been pinning their ears back. There's now a little bit of pressure coming, elevating as this one's thrown toward the goal line, and I think it was intercepted.
That was intercepted.
Yes.
Number 9.
Papa's got it
on the field.
Frost.
No, Braden Frost.
Yeah, great.
But there's flags here on the near side.
That's kind of why there was no reaction to that interception. It's weird. Usually this place lights up when the Lobos make a play.
Holding. 53 white. That penalty is declined.
Oh, there you have that.
We have a 1st and 10 for Snowflake.
Holding on the offense. Penalty is declined.
So the expectations were not met, as now the Lobos force another turnover, second in as many possessions.
1st and 10
defensively,
Lobos, 7 seconds left to go in half.
But they are pinned back inside the 1. So they can't take a knee, as Bryant, who's been getting all the reps at quarterback here in the first half, is coming out, trying to peer into the huddle. He's got Lerma. I would imagine McCray is in there as well. Going to work from the shotgun. That is Lerman McCray. Baum and Butler are the wide receivers again on either side. As the handoff goes, McCray runs up the middle, still on his feet over the 5, and then brought down near the 10. See, that's a gain of
Jet
9.
McCray up the
That's
middle
the
to
final
run the
play
clock down.
of the first half. It's
That's
all
gonna do it for the
Snowflake
first half.
here,
Lobos
trying to recover
21.
after suffering 2 tough losses and lead Ben Franklin 21-0. But hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on. So, did the Chargers call a timeout? The Lobos were hustling into the locker room. I can only assume it's warm in there.
By Snowflake. There's 1 second left.
Oh, the Lobos take a timeout.
Oh, wow.
All right. Now, they've had big plays. Got 90 yards that they're going to need to generate. So, gives us a chance to remind you that in a second, is going to be the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. As the Lobos come out of the huddle, Bryant, Butler.
Lobos offense is going to take the field for the final second.
Number 12. I don't know who number 12 is. But Lerma and Baum going out to the right, and Jet McCray going to be the lone man in the backfield. So spreading out Ben Franklin wide. Got speed on the sides, and then in the backfield again with Bryant, who's working from the shotgun. 1 second to go, 90 yards needed. 21-0 Snowflake lead. Bryant takes the snap, short drop. Looking over in this direction where his pass is nearly intercepted. Sure, who
looks like
that
just
was
kind of
supposed
like
to be.
Pass incomplete intended for Easton Butler.
It's incomplete. No
That's the
harm,
end
no
of the first
foul.
half.
And now the first half is over. 21-0. The Lobos lead on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Touchdowns on the first 2 drives, short fields both times. Bryant showing that he's able to deliver the ball and
Yeah, I mean, you know. For Bryant and coming up with some pretty big grabs in this first half, so those two have been able to come up with some pretty big chemistry to start off this game.
I think what's most interesting about this development is not that Bryant has been going to Butler as his primary target. It's that Butler becomes the primary target when there are so many other capable targets. Lerma's been getting all of his yardage on the ground, but ordinarily he's good for a couple of catches. Ezra Baum has really started to rise up. And, of course, Davin McCray, who's the second leading receiver as far as yardage goes because Tyler Clare is so often being found in the flat. And they went to Clare once, but otherwise every other target has been Butler.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like Butler and Clare, they always had a connection when Butler was always back there as quarterback, but it seems like Brandon has already found his favorite target, you know, early in this game and early in the still got, despite this game, they still got 2 more regular season games. So if they want to keep rolling with those 2, then they got 2 more games to try it out and see if they'll be able to work it out for the playoffs. But exactly like what Derek was saying, Claire and McCray, those guys are usually big receivers for Butler back there. But tonight it's been Butler for Bryant. So we'll be able to see a lot more of a second half ball between these 2. So
it also seemed as if Ben Franklin had figured out the running game a little bit to really force Bryant to start to try to air it out, as he was able to connect with Butler on a 30-yard catch after a David McCray interception, and then came right back to him with a much shorter little screen to him as a receiver, and he was able to gain 42 yards on those 2 receptions. But you really got to tip your cap to everybody involved, because after the defense started to really fill gaps, the Lobos needed to do something to move the football and just leaned on this new quarterback.
Exactly, yeah. They've been leaning on Bryant all night right there, but this defense has been doing their thing like they've been doing all season. But, it seems like these Lobos are starting to light up. Maybe this whole Brennan thing coming in at the quarterback position maybe lit a fire under him today, and we're trying to come out with a huge homecoming win. So
we'll continue the conversation after this. 21-0, the Lobos lead at halftime at Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America?
Let's do another 6.
Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Shola Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Shola Ford has the best deal. Shola Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholaford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
This year's homecoming parade winners. Best SHS supporting group is the FFA. SHS group, Best of Show, Native American Club. Best of Show is the Highland Primary. And class float is freshman. And a big thank you to our student council sponsors this year. Positive Solar, Rob Hatch with Arizona Dodge, KNS Tech and Media, Julie Hensley, Little Caesars Pizza, Alcantar Family Legacy, and Ace Hardware, as well as Go-To Glass.
Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report as the Lobos lead Ben Franklin 21-0 here at intermission. Got a couple of minutes here to do some of our halftime superlatives, especially the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. Could not get the license plates plural, but Rich Allen had tried to come to his right side on a and short run. Forgive me, I can't remember if it's second or third and short. And he got decked twice. And it was one of those big stops where the Lobos found themselves in a situation defensively where they were trying to come up with that stop as the Chargers were proving willing to continue to go for it on fourth down. And they had that, not just a big stop there, but a big stop that brought the pain.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure on that hit it was Rapier and it was either Brimhall and Christensen. I mean, it's always one of those guys coming from that linebacker spot to come make those big hits for the Lobos. But, yeah, that was definitely kind of like a momentum boost hit right there for that Lobo offense because they were able to come out and make some pretty big plays on offense after that turn of turn of the side right here. But yeah, I mean, we definitely got to give that one the hit of the half because it made such an impact in that half to, kind of turn around the momentum for the Lobo team.
That's the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the half. For all your glass needs, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. The Horn Auto Center drive of the half. I think you got to go right to that first drive when the Lobos were coming out with certainly not a lot of certainty. They got a new quarterback with Brennan Bryant coming out there and really tried to establish the ground game and were able to successfully do so, and not just do so, but do so with huge gashes.
Yeah, exactly. They were able to come out with that, that ground game right off the gate, exactly like what Derek just said. They were able to make how explosive running is out of it. Weren't just making, little dinky 3- and 4-yard runs. They were able to come out with 8-10-yard runs, right out the gate with Lermo and Lewis and McCray and all those guys coming out, from that backfield for the Lobos. So the running game on the Lobos side has been a huge factor in this first half.
So those the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the half and the Horn Auto Center drive of the half. Play of the half. I'm going to go over to Davin McCray getting that interception. Yet to have a pass thrown in his direction. Again, if you're late joining us, it has been Easton Butler who has been the primary target for Brennan Bryant, who has been playing every down at quarterback here in a little bit of a shakeup, but thus far a shakeup that's paying dividends as the Lobos lead 21-0 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
That concludes the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. The Lobos lead 21-0 as the third quarter is on the approach. Snowflake being quarterbacked by Brennan Butler, who has gone 3 for 5 for 75 yards, all of those catches to Easton Bryant. Got one target that had gone toward Tyler Clare, but otherwise he has been operating as a blocker primarily. Got lots of running backs to discuss. Braden Lewis has 5 carries for 44 yards. Christensen has a carry for 5 yards. Jet McCray has 8 carries for 42 yards. And J.J. Lerma, 6 carries for 46 yards. Ben Franklin won the toss and elected to defer. Is going to potentially receive this kick while trailing 21-0. Got a quarterback in Bridge Allen who has completed 60% of his passes on the season for just 55 yards today. He's 0 for 8, 2 interceptions. The 3 ball carriers. Oh no, I beg your pardon. He did complete one. He completed 1 pass for no yards to Dawson Smith. Smith has 6 carries, 15 yards. Allen's been pulling the option an awful lot, calling his own number. 8 carries for 21 yards, and then Carlos Madrid carried once for 1 yard. There has been a bright spot for Ben Franklin, and it has been this special teams play. That included a reverse that wound up going into Snowflake territory after the Lobos' second touchdown. This Northland Pioneer College kickoff is brought to you by, Northland Pioneer College as the ball comes free, but there were 2 Chargers there waiting for it at the 36. When it's time to go to college and kick off your education, you best be going to Northland Pioneer College. You'll pay the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. So the Chargers were able to pick up a couple of first downs on their final possession.
That's back.
Yeah, we're back.
All right, here comes the first play of the third quarter. Smith goes in motion, and they fake the give. Instead, Allen's going to keep this one, try to bounce it to the near side, off to the left, and get pushed out of bounds for little to no gain. He looked like he was none too fond of that last direction provided by the Lobo defense, but he is able to turn it up and gain a yard. Make it now 2nd down and 9. This is a circumstance that the Chargers have found themselves in quite often. Wearing those UCLA colors, kind of shades of Troy Aikman, is I think what they would call those, but not slinging it around like one great cowboy was known to. As Smith again goes in motion, they again fake the handoff to him. Allen wants to wind up and again throw this one toward a lot of blue, and it's again going to be hauled down by Davin McCray. He just cannot cradle.
Looks like the ground kind of just popped it out right there, but yeah, there's McCray again on the defensive side of the ball. He hasn't really, come up with anything on the offensive side of the ball tonight for the Lobos, but on the defensive side, he's almost came up with 2 interceptions. He already had one early. He already had one late into the second half right there for the Lobos, and right here he almost came up with another one. But
Allen's just zeroing in on receiver. The communication is well understood by the Lobo secondary. So 3rd down and 9. Again a motion man, and it's again, no, this time it's Madrid as they fake the handoff to him. Allen trying to find somewhere to go, but instead going to be brought down with yellow hair leaping upon his back. And that's one of those that will be felt tomorrow.
Yeah, great aggressive tackle there by Yellow Hair. You know, was kind of able to come up with that.
Well, they announced. Nah, that was Yellow Hair. Sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
no, you're good. That was, yeah, they kind of announced it a little bit different there. But yeah, the Yellow Hair able to come up with a pretty big tackle there for the Lobos. You know, it forces to be about a 4th and 5 right here. So it looks like they're in going formation, but.
Lapeer is back just in case there's a punt coming. Smith going in motion. I thought I might have seen a flag come out, but I was incorrect. Allen operating as the quarterback, swings a pass out to his wide receiver, who's still on his feet, trying to get to the 45. Is very, very close. I could not see who caught that. It might have been Dawson Smith. And they're shy.
Yeah, just a little bit shy right there. Brimhall looked like he came in from the right end. He was able to come up with that big tackle for the Lobos and turn this ball over back over to the Lobos. And their first possession here in the second half is going to be a big one.
Bryant again coming off the sideline. He's quarterbacked the entirety of this ball game. Takes over with 10 minutes and 46 seconds on another turnover on downs here. The Lobo defense forced, and again, right around midfield, this time starting on the Lobo, no correction, that's the Chargers' 45-yard line. Receivers coming out on either side, and I believe Butler is split wide left. McCray is in the backfield to the right of his quarterbacking Bryant. There's another man on the left, and I'm guessing that's Lerma. High snap brought down. Handoff McCray to the left side. He's got all sorts of space as he gets to the far sideline at the 30. Still up on his 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Snowflake. This time there are no flags.
Huge run right there by McCray, but great big block right there. And coming up from that kind of like a lead blocker position, Lerma, he was able to make that huge block there for McCray. And that's kind of how he was able to walk into the end zone right there for the Lobos. So great outfield blocking right there by Lerma. As you can see, his coach is hyping him up right there on the sideline.
45-yard Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown makes it 27-0. Sam Brown back out to attempt an extra point. Butler will be the holder. As that turned around awfully quick. Good snap, a little bit of pressure, but again, Brown gets it away. It's up and good to make it 28-0. 10:35 to go in the third quarter. Chula Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Sam Brown's kick last time was pooched to try to avoid the playmakers that are deep. Teed up at the 40. This time he puts a boot into it, angling this one away from Smith. They fake the reverse. That's Madrid, who's running to the right side, still on his feet at the 25. Flag comes out at the 30, where he's brought down. I believe the ball might have left his grasp at the end of that. Right now, the football waiting at the 30 to start this Charger possession, trailing 4-0. That's 4 touchdowns. But this looks like it's going to be marked back. They're still talking about it.
Yeah. There's no penalty for block in the back.
Waving it off.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Waving the flag. 1st and 10 Chargers.
That's why I have those talks. As the Chargers come out trailing 28-0. Got an offense that is not designed to try to pick up big chunks of yards and are now put in a situation where they kind of need to. As they send 3 receivers out wide left, and again an empty backfield for Allen, who's been the primary ball carrier. I'm looking to throw as he goes over the top, and it's intercepted. Easily picked off at the 40. Got a bunch of blockers going to the near side, but still on his feet, as I believe taking that one away was Frost.
Yeah, Frost right there. That ball just landed right into his hands. He was able to take off with it. So, but here's these Lobos that we know they're able to come out with that first possession into this half and score. And here they are with great field position in their second possession with the ball. And let's see what they can do with it now.
The Chargers in a situation where they got to try to make something happen. Allen tasked with attempting to do so, and again, just kind of telegraphing where these things are going. As it's 28-0, and let's see now if the Lobos start opening things up to try to get Bryant a little bit more prepared for next week at Post and Butte. Pitch this one out. Jet McCray looking for some blocking help. Picks it up from Butler. He's at the far sideline, racing for the pylon in the end zone for the score. Another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown, this time from 25 yards out.
Yeah, back-to-back rushing touchdowns right there by McCray. He was able to pick up, kind of looked at the same exact blocking scheme outside to the left there, but this time, he's out of the little pitch right there. He was able to get all those upfield blocks from his great offensive line that he's had here all night and was able to score another one of his touchdowns.
That time it was Butler. He was running right
Butler?
At the edge, and Butler had turned his man around.
Yeah, these two last big runs have been – Lerma had that huge block on that first run, and then looks like Butler here was able to come out with a huge block again to put these Lobos back into the end zone.
2 plays, 2 touchdowns, 2 points after. Now 35-0. The Lobos lead with 10:09 to play in the third quarter on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, go to Northland Pioneer College. 2 plays for the Lobos in the third quarter. 2 touchdowns, a run of 5 and then a run of 25, both for Jet McCray as Brown sends up a high hanger, taking it to 10. This time Smith going to do all the running. Goes into some traffic and is tumbled downward at the 22. And that's where Ben Franklin's drive will begin with 10 minutes and 1 second left on the clock. Make a wish. 35-0. Lobos are in front. Have picked off Ridge Allen 4 times? Correction, 3 times. Oh, but putting some extra yardage on this. What do we got?
Personal foul, horse collar tackle on number 9 for Snowflake. It's a 15-yard penalty, first down.
Frost had just picked off the last and most recent interception and was coming off the field gesturing to the crowd to get up and guessing that that's an indication that he did not agree with that flag.
Yeah.
Man in motion, right to left, handed off as Smith trying to cut it up. Finds a little bit extra room. This is actually Madrid coming over the 40, still trying to find some place to turn the corner, and winds up just very gradually working his way out to the 45 for a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that was kind of a long 7-yard gain right there. He was able to kind of sit his own right there in the backfield for a little bit, let the play develop, and was able to pick up about 6 yards right there. But Papa was able to drive him out of bounds there and kind of hold that to where it should have been kind of a bigger run, but it only turned out to be about 6 yards.
5 receiver set, nobody's in the backfield with Allen. Now in motion goes Smith. Fake the handoff to him. Allen runs right into the teeth of the Lobo defense and is able to use his inertia to take his tackler down with him. As they're on the stop for the Lobos.
54. I think that was Leduc again. Was that? 54? Oh, 44. There we go. Dutcher, I'm pretty sure.
Lot Dutcher. But move the chains on the Comfort Fit Denture first down. Allen picks up 5. He now has 32 yards on 11 carries. As he's got the same formation as the ball approaches midfield with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the third, trailing 35. Smith in motion again. And again, they fake the handoff to him, and this time Allen, well, he's still on his feet, trying to run backwards, but going to be spun down at the 41. question of forward progress. It looks like they're going to have him down at the 44.
Yeah, great open field tackle right there by Lewis. He was able to kind of to hold his own and hang on to that running back, but it looks like we might have a injury or something. Not really sure. Yeah.
Oh, it's Allen. He got spun down pretty aggressively, and he's going to have to come out for at least one play. Going to move it up to the 44. It will be a loss of 4 for Allen. Right now, all eyes on the far sideline for a Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. This could be anything in the lower body because he was really getting spun around. The spin cycle, as it were.
Exactly.
So a backup quarterback in. Naturally, I can't see the numbers. But he's got a really deep drop in the shotgun. Fake the handoff. Going to air this one out. Throw this one over the top where it's momentarily had and then finally brought in for an acrobatic catch. Dawson Smith there with the grab.
Yeah, great grab right there by Gomez, the freshman of the Chargers right there. Bobbled it up in the air, but was able to come down with it and pick up another big first down right here for the Chargers.
I think that's a 21-yard completion. Who's the quarterback?
I'm not. It looks like that might be number 17. 17. That is Justin Elateste.
We'll go with Justin Eltiste. As he fakes the handoff, drops back, pressured, trying to set a screen. Instead, well, he's able to get that one off, but the Lobos all over it, and it's hauled in, but for a loss of 5.
Looks like he's injured
and now
as
there's
well.
another injury. Is this one's Chase Judd, as the Summit Regional Medical Center injury getting an awful lot of love right now. As Judd is down and he's really having a hard time. He's holding. You hope in a situation like this that he just got the wind knocked out of him, but he's kind of holding what seems to be his last couple of ribs. We're going to take a break and let them tend to him. As Judd's down after a loss of 4 on the pass. It's 35-0, the Lobos lead on the defense right now. And Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Chase Judd walking off the field under his own strength. Like I had said, the Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, you hope when you see somebody responding like he did that it was just, I say just a wind knocked out of him. Because otherwise it looked like the concern might be some broken rib or, as you had thought, maybe he'd really hurt an arm is the way he was responding down there. But it seems as if he's not really favoring anything. The other bit of news, Allen is not out there at quarterback. Eltiste again with the ball on the Snowflake 40, 2nd down and 15 as they fake a handoff, now pressured. Flips this one out on the wheel route where a nice move there by Smith to remain on his feet but running out of bounds. But still getting some positive yardage. And it sets up a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, great move right there by that running back from the Chargers. Smith was able to make a couple man's miss and gain about 4, maybe 6, 7 yards right there and make it like exactly what Derek said about third and manageable. So this is going to be a big third down pickup right here for the Chargers.
Probably going to give themselves 2 downs to do so as they're in Snowflake territory. That's Smith going in motion, is now winding up and having a little bit of an open receiver, but instead it's going to be picked up by Davin McCray as the ball was just led a little bit too much.
Yeah, there's McCray again with another big interception for the Lobos. He was kind of just, that ball was kind of just like a little duck up in the air, and it just fell into McCray's hands. But another big turning point right here for the Lobos to flip sides with the ball and start taking off again with Bryant as quarterback, and he's been having a great game today. So see what else you can do with the ball with about 7.5 remaining in the third quarter.
4th interception that the Lobos have been able to take. That one was really the first where it was going to require a little bit more than just running underneath the football. As here comes Bryant. He has yet to attempt a pass. The Lobos have only run 2 plays here in the third quarter, and they've both gone for touchdowns. The official stopping play as Ben Franklin wants a timeout, trailing 35-0 here on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Chargers use their first timeout. The defense has only been on the field for 2 plays. But those plays totaled 70 yards. Both of them Jet McCray runs, both of them Jet McCray touchdowns. He has almost as many touchdowns as the Lobo defense does interceptions.
Right. Yeah, this running game and this defense for these Lobos have came out and they've stood out tonight, so we've been able to see them firsthand. So this has been a great kind of like a comeback game right here for the Lobos.
Lermo split wide. McCray the only man in the backfield alongside Bryant, the quarterback. Easton Butler on the left. As they're going to look for Baum coming over the near side, and it was dropped right over his head, perfectly placed. He just alligator armed it as it falls incomplete.
Yeah, exactly what Derek just said. That was another beautiful ball right there by Bryant. Had time in the pocket to throw that one up to Baum, just in and out of the hands of Baum right there. But I say you go back to him again. You know, that was a beautiful route by Baum and was able to create a separation and come wide open right there, and Bryant was able to get it to him. But just an incomplete pass right there.
You know, the offense had been stalling over the last couple of weeks, but Butler had established some chemistry with these receivers, and even though they're up by 35 right now, I think it would be wise for the Lobos to try to do so now if they're going to continue to run Bryant out at quarterback, as now Butler comes out wide right. Claire making a move in the inside as they're going to throw it toward him in traffic. Nice throw and catch there to pick up 9 yards on second down.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure that's Claire's first reception of this game, and right there, it was a pretty tough one right there for about 9 yards, and was able to exactly right over what the PA just said. Was about to pick up 9 yards right there for his first reception, and Bryant was able to fit it through a tight window right there. And
now need a yard with it marked on their own 35. Lobos already lead 35-0, but again, new quarterback. Got a big one at Poston Butte next week and playoffs looming. So see what they can do here with Bryant as the signal caller as the handoff this time goes McCray, makes a man miss in the backfield, then accelerates over the 40, dives out to the 43, picks up 8 and a comfort fit Nencher first down. He now has 120 yards on 11 carries.
Looks like an injured Charger on the field again. Maybe this cold is starting to get up to him. They're starting to cramp up a little, but looks like right here maybe it was just a cramp.
He's favoring his left leg as this is the Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. And still not willing to put that left foot on the ground as the training staff is out there for the Chargers, who are trailing 35-0 with 6:44 to play here in the third quarter. We'll take a break. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
That injured Charger is Ashton Grant.
As he's up and able to walk off the field on under his own constitution. Previous play was a first down run by Jet McRae. He has all 3 of the carries and has now gained 84 yards in the first half. Take 3, it's chilly. In the second half, as he's joined in the backfield by Lerma. Bryant with the snap, fakes the handoff, throws this one to a wide open Bryant, but it's deflected and then nearly intercepted after it caroms off of his face mask. They're back in coverage for the Chargers was Preston Kleinman, and a great job recovering there.
Yeah, great job by Kleinman. That was, again, a pretty well-placed ball, but he was able to get up there and tip his hands and be able to tip it off of Butler's helmet. And gladly for the Lobos, it fell out of bounds because the other corner, I think that was the same guy that made the play, was tried laying out for it and taking about a one-handed interception right there. So
Throwing for it on first down, now facing 2nd and 10. Same backfield with McRae on the right, but the handoff goes to Lerma. But trapped in the backfield, spun down after a short gain of 2. Make it 3rd and long after the nice stop by Madrid.
yeah, Madrid right there was able to, looks like he was about to shed a block right there and was able to get around and make that tackle right there on Lerma. So this front line for this Charger team isn't going away yet, even though they're down by more than a couple scores here. But, you know, they're still coming out and playing their hearts out.
Gained almost 3. 3rd down and 7 as the clock ticks under 6 minutes to play in the third. This is the lengthiest of Snowflake's drives here in the third, but yet to get any points out of it, yet even to cross over midfield as fake the handoff to the left. Bryant, pump fake, now trying to come back to the right side. Makes one man miss. He's still on his feet, gets to midfield, falls forward into Ben Franklin territory, but is marked down at the 49. Nifty play there to gain 6 or 7, but is not going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, that was a great play right there by Brennan Bryant. You know, he's able to create his time in the pocket right there. Looked like Kyler Murray out there running around, but then he was able to pick up about, like Derek said, 6-7 yards right there for the Lobos. And it looks like they might be punting this one away because it looks like Butler's in the backfield for the Lobos right here, and he hasn't been back there all night, but
Lewis comes out to punt. Doesn't look like the Chargers are buying it. Of course, you got a quarterback out there.
Exactly. But it looks like they are.
Well, now they're moving Smith back. Got the play clock ticking down, and there's the delay of game flag.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
Penalties have not been as much of a problem for either side here in the third quarter as it had been. I don't know what the Chargers are up to, as they all went over to the sideline. They're being told to come on back by the umpire, as he's got to move it now up a yard. So it's 4th down and 7, and everybody has reclaimed their positions. Lewis ready to punt this away. Smith ready to receive as he's got a good snap. Kicks this one away, kind of angling away again from Smith as it takes a snowflake bounce at the 25 and rolls down to the 20. And is such is where the Chargers will take over, trailing 35-0 with 4 minutes and 22 seconds to play here in the third. Longest snowflake drive, meaning the time occupied, yields no points. But as we had been considering, they were looking like they're trying to get Bryant and everybody else a little bit more comfortable with one another. Now they're spinning the hits. It's always a bit of an eyebrow raiser when Because that one sounds like, it's just kind of a happy tune, but then you listen to the words,
Yeah, right there. I mean, Gomez was able to kind of break away from that, but he slipped on the wet grass, which would have been a huge gain right there for the Chargers, but just wasn't able to keep his footing under him. But still, I mean, we pick up a 4 right there for the Chargers, so a nice little positive gain right there to start off this drive.
Second down, they're calling it 7. Ordinarily runs for 50 yards, stuck on 18, as this is Allen, who's back in the ball game, which is good to see, but watching him get pinged around there by a Snowflake front 7 in hot pursuit, and that's probably not going to do much to make him feel any better. Yes, that's a loss of 5. His total now down to 23 on 13 carries. Dawson Smith, 7 carries for 18 yards, and of course just the 4 yards that Allen had thrown for, 24 Eltiste had. Now in a passing situation at 3rd down and 12. Trying to start a screen over here, and it's in and out of one of his men's hands. That's Smith.
Yeah, right there. That was a pretty good ball right there. He was able to lead his receiver to, kind of get that screen pass going, but was just able to come up with the catch right there with Smith. But looks like the Chargers bring out their punt unit, and the Lobos are going to start off with a good position. I mean, either to get this punt away or not. So Christensen looks like he's going back to take this punt for the Lobos.
Christensen is, we've been remarking, has at times had difficulty bringing down some of these punts. And it's cold. He's not wearing any sleeves. That generally means it's a little bit easier to gather and retain. As Allen in as the punter. Has a good snap. Kick is low. Returnable if he can get a hand on it. Instead, it's going to take a huge Ben Franklin bounce, and the Chargers watch this one roll all the way inside the 30. So thought that this was going to be great field position for the Lobos, but not so, as the special teams continues to be strong for the Chargers.
Yeah, exactly. All night, those Chargers special teams kicking return, punt return, they've been able to do their thing tonight. So that's a prop from this game that the Chargers will be able to take away from after this game ends.
Bryant coming out, his favorite target continues to be Easton Butler. He did hit Tyler Clare on that previous possession, and we continue to encourage the Lobos to try and get Bryant a little bit more comfy. Next week, number 5, Poston Butte, who incidentally is playing number 3, Marcos Deniza. We'll start trying to get some scores for you. Right now, the only one that matters is Phoenix 89, New Orleans 78 with 1 minute and 38 seconds to play in the 3rd. Bryant back out at quarterback. Receiver on either side of the line. Receiver or running backs back there with him as the handoff goes Lerma straight up the gut. No, Christensen is able to slip through a tackle and get over midfield. Still up at the 40. Still on his feet at the 30.
Wow.
Still on his feet as he's going to run through a crowd and get into the end zone for a 70-yard score, a Mountain Mobile Autoglass touchdown, and no flags.
Wow, great job by Christensen there. Able to pick up that touchdown for the Lobos and put him up, with 6 scores right here. But, again, looks like there's a flag. Never mind. Popped out of nowhere.
This is on the Lobos sideline.
Oh.
Perhaps their celebration was excessive.
Come on, let us be happy.
Wonder if this is just a warning, unless the sideline was saying the magic word. This came after he had already gone into the end zone.
The touchdown is good. During the run, though, we had an unsportsmanlike on Snowflake for running onto the field and celebrating before the ball entered the end zone. It'll be the penalty will be taken off on the kickoff.
All right, so there was excessive celebration. And
still a touchdown.
The touchdown counts, so it's a 70-yard score for Lance Christensen. And this extra point could potentially make it a running clock situation where it's 41-0, but this is a big one for those of us who would like to be warm.
Yeah.
As Sam Brown's snap is away, it's high and good. 42-0, the Lobos lead with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Cholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Cholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Cholo Ford has the best deal. Cholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at choloford.com.
It's the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at Northland Pioneer College. They'll pay the lowest tuition in the state. 42-0. The Lobos have scored on 3 drives of 1 play each. Touchdown runs of 45, 25, and now 70 yards. Sam Brown's forced to kick this one away from his 25-yard line because the Lobo sideline had bled into the field of play where they wanted to hoot and holler, both. Got a couple of different playmakers, including Rich Allen, who's waiting at his 35-yard line. This one angling toward him and taken by Dawson Smith as he starts moving from the left to the right. Runs into one of his blockers, and that's going to hold him up long enough to allow the Lobo pursuit to gather. And they're going to wind up roughly at the same spot where they've been starting after all these Northland Pioneer College kickoffs, at their own 36-yard line. It's like that 35 has gravitas. And now the clock is moving with a 42-point deficit. Get the Snowflake band filled with vinegar. Ridge Allen back out again at quarterback. Recall there's a drive that resulted in him having to come out, and he looked like he was in a lot of discomfort. The play clock is being ticked away, and now they're going to get the time. They get it off. As it's going to be handed off to the man in motion.
Great.
Who is Dawson Smith? Gets brought down at the line of scrimmage by who is that?
Braden Lewis.
That's Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis right there. He was able to come off of his end position. Was able to come up that tackle there for the Lobos for about no gain right there. So it makes it about 2nd and 10.
Again, Dawson Smith with 18 yards on 8 carries. Got another keeper as he slips inside around one of his blockers as Allen runs this one over the 42 for a gain of 7. But it's 3rd down. And the clock moving now, under a minute to play in the 3rd. It's been all Lobos from the tip. One must wonder if Snowflake is going to be forced to defend for another 2 plays. Ben Franklin, going back to the first half, has been showing a willingness to go for it on 4th in this neck of the woods. Pressure being shown by the Lobos, trying to set up a screen, and it's airmailed.
Yeah, right there.
Incomplete, intended for Madrid.
Yeah, it looked like that screenplay wasn't really developed there. He had a lot of pressure in his face, so he kind of just had to get rid of it there. But, you know, there's that pressure by that Lobo front that we've been kind of wanting to see all night off a pass. I mean, these Chargers haven't been throwing the ball that much, but tonight we were able to see that, you know, a little pass.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, and they are going for it. 4th and 4. Snap had is the pass thrown is a screen for Smith, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Another completion that goes for no gain here for Ridge Allen.
Yeah, that was a great way to end the quarter right there for the Lobos. Come over to that 4th down stop and turn the ball over again and get the ball to start this 4th quarter.
One more to go. Lobos lead 42-0 on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone. everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Into the fourth quarter, the Lobos just took over on downs. I believe that is the fourth time they've done that. They also have 4 interceptions. Snowflake has been going with Brennan Bryant as quarterback for 3 quarters and don't see a reason to change. Huge game next week at Postgame Butte. We're going to be there. Tune in and listen to us here on italk1067.com. As I believe that one is going to be for a home game in the first round of state. Postgame Butte playing Marcos at home right now, and might be a bit prejudiced, but I would be surprised if they're hanging around. But again, we got to keep our eye on the Suns, who have an incredibly tough start of the season, and they are also 1 quarter away from going off to an impressive 4-1 start. How do you like that?
Love it.
Bryant with running backs on either side. Receivers as well as the handoff goes. Lerma right up the gut he goes as he cuts it to the outside along the 30 and is tripped up, but not before he picks up 14 and a comfort fit Tetra first down.
Yeah, great blocking by the left side of the line again. We've been mentioning that blocking all night. You got to keep mentioning it until the end of this game. These running backs that wouldn't be able to do what they've been doing out these guys up front, and there we see it again right there by Lerma, able to pick up a first down right there from those guys that are up front blocking for him.
Clock doesn't stop as it's a 42-point game. Lobos, after the turnover on downs with good field position, are already threatening to puncture the red zone as there's another receiver on either side again. Is the handoff this time fake to Lerma. Throw this one out in the flat where it's grabbed by number 12, and he is upended. Somersaults, lands on his back, and now a flag comes out.
I'm not sure what that flag's for.
Take a look at this replay. We don't have number 12 on our roster.
Below the knees tackle, maybe?
Slade Fish. Let's see what the flag's all about. Well, Lobos are walking back, but nobody else has indicated that they're guilty of anything. Again, it was thrown right at where Fish had landed on his back. So I don't know if they threw the flag there because he didn't stick the landing, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Well, now the Lobos are wanting to come back, but no, it's again still no call. Well, okay, now they're moving it. Where do we go?
Personal foul, hurtling on the runner, 15-yard
wow.
penalty for the end of the run. It'll be first down still.
Hurtling over the runner. Slade Fish, a little too much Madden. 10 minutes and 35 seconds left. 42-0, and now first and, but they're going to take it all the way back to the 35. Bryant looking to pass as this one completed at the original line of scrimmage. That was Ezra Baum who's able to get his hands on that one. Pick up a 5.
Yeah, great grab right there by Baum. Able to use his hands, never brought the ball into his body, and you know the defender was probably slapping at his hands there, but just wasn't able to jaw away the ball, and he was able to keep it away from his body there. So great job by Baum and Bryant to hook up with that pass right there for the Lobos.
Second down and 10. And continue to emphasize that Bryant playing his first game at quarterback here from beginning to end. So that's why they're still throwing it around with this large lead as Lerma tries to go to the right side, but this time going to be stood up after he gains 3. So make it now third down and long as the Lobos looking like they're going to get back in the win column. And we continue to tease our broadcast next week at Postgame Butte, where if everything stands as it does now, would be number 5 versus number 8, Post and Butte against Snowflake. Got 2 receivers split wide left, single man on the right. As they pitch this one out to Rabin. But it is well read.
Number 26, Carter Raven. Nowhere to go. Brings up 4th down.
Loses a couple.
Yeah, Raven right there kind of was just trying to horizontal right there, but it was, those Chargers right there were able to come up with that stop and make it about a 4th down right here, and it looks like they might. Looks like they're going to kick this one, send Brown out for the field goal.
Okay. This would be a 45-yarder. It's cold. Not sure if that makes the ball more inclined to travel. This one is pretty darn long, but would have been good from 40.
It's a little short right there for Brown, but hey, practice makes perfect, so there's got to keep that kid kicking out there.
So trailing 42-0. Back come the Chargers, looking for some magic. They were able to pick up a couple of first downs. That interesting was when El Tiste was out as the quarterback. But Ridge Allen back out there, much more threat to run as there's nobody in the backfield with them. 5 receivers set. Chargers generally run this sweep or the option. Well, no, they actually gave way to Smith, who's trying to get to the far side, but pushed out of bounds for a gain of 3.
Yeah, great run right there by Smith. I mean, for a tough 3 yards right there, but, there was that Lobo defense again, only to hold it to 3 yards. They've been able to hold this Charger offense to not really big gains tonight, so props out to them, too.
2nd down and 7. The clock running, despite him going out of bounds because of the Lobo 42-point lead. This time, Allen keeps it and slips a tackler at the center of the field, trying to get to the far sideline where he remains in bounds at the 40, and then gets into Snowflake territory out to the 45. Comfort Fit Denture first down and a gain of 35.
Truth does it, yeah. I mean, exactly what we were just saying earlier. I just said they haven't been able to give up any big gains tonight. And, there's the one right there. The QB on the Chargers side told me to be quiet. You can hear me from here, but great run right there.
Push it out to the Lobo. 45, 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. That's the biggest play from scrimmage by a wide margin for the Chargers as Ben Franklin this time sends Madrid in motion. Fake the give. Allen wants to keep. Now retreats back into his own territory. Breaks, tries to cut back. Nearly brought down. Now he's able to accelerate back over the 40 to the 35 and out of bounds where he has a Comfort Fit Denture's first down. And a little bit of extracurricular, but the officials are abstaining.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, great job right there. I mean, way to work for that QB. I'm pretty sure that's Judd or
it's Ridge Allen.
Ridge Allen for the Chargers there, was able to make something happen. I mean, we saw Bryant do that same thing tonight, but earlier in this game, stand in the pocket and make something happen, and right there he did the same thing.
Clock under 6 minutes. 3 receivers off to the left. Madrid in motion, and this time gets the call. Has a little bit of blocking help from his receivers off to the left and is able to go over the 25 to the 24. Might have gained 7. 2nd down and 4, but right now the biggest enemy for the Ben Franklin Chargers is the clock. As by the time they get this thing set, there's 5.5 minutes to play. Ben Franklin trying to hurry. This time have the 3 receivers coming over here to the open side. Man in motion left to right. Fake the handoff. Allen keeps. Goes to the far side. There's 3 or 4 Lobos waiting for him.
Yeah, that time the line wasn't full there. You were able to come up with that big stop right there. We were able to take down Allen right there for no gain, or maybe a loss of 1 or 2 right there by the Lobo defense. So starting to make a, they gave up that big play right there, but, they're back to where they were.
77 yards now on 17 carries for Allen. Less than 5 minutes to play. 42-0, the Lobos lead, the clock moving. Chargers are not huddling, but they're also not hurrying. Same formation. They swing a pass, I should say, out to a running back. as that's Smith, who is able to take that one inside the 20 and pick up a Comfort Fit Dentures first down on a gain of 5.
Yeah, on this drive right here, these Chargers have been able to move this ball down the field on these Lobo defenders who haven't been able to give up, many big yards tonight. But, the Chargers were able to come out with that big play, and, now they're threatening to score.
They're in the red zone for the first time this evening. Man in motion again as they fake the handoff. Allen gets to the 15 before he is eventually brought down. But again, there's a lack of urgency, which is understandable because trailing 42-0, but now fewer than 4 minutes to play. They're getting off about 2 plays every minute, and by the time they do get this in the end zone, should they be able to, there's not going to be an awful lot of time left. It ought to also be noted this is not the usual front line defenders here for the Lobos. They're given, especially up front, a lot of other players an opportunity as they get this play away with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Trying to find some blocking help, running to the 10, and eventually getting held up as there on that completion was Madrid.
Yeah, great grab right there by Madrid. Was able to pick up a 30 couple yards right there for the Chargers. But like we were saying earlier, this is their first trip to the red zone tonight, so it'd be nice for the Chargers to get out of here 1-1 in the red zone, able to pick up a score right here.
3rd down and 1. Continuing to operate without a running back. Madrid goes in motion. Fake the handoff now as Allen tips his way over the left of the line, and the initial spot looks like it's going to be enough for another Comfort Fit Dentures first down, and they signal it is.
Yeah, Allen right there, be able to pick up another first down for his team right here, and like we were saying earlier, keep threatening for this touchdown and late into this game, and hopefully, pick up some momentum.
Now stop and play.
Snowflake
needs a timeout. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left for the Lobos. Here leading 42-0 on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Cholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Cholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Cholo Ford has the best deal. Cholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at choloford.com.
Lobos use their first time out. They lead 42-0, but have the second unit out, and they're not quite able to keep Allen corralled as had the previous 3.5 quarters. So a good time out here, teaching opportunity and such, as they're going to continue. They got the backfield is largely the same, but up front, there's a lot of unfamiliar numbers. So it's first down and goal from the 7, and with the ball set, the clock should be moving. Man again comes in motion right to left. Fake the handoff to Madrid. Allen nearly brought down again in the backfield. Able to evade another tackler. Trying to get to the far sideline. Spins away from 2 more Lobo tacklers, but then eventually forced out of bounds. As they get to the 2.5 minute mark, it'll be 2nd and goal, and I believe that one went for a loss.
2nd down.
Second time here on this possession that Allen has had to retreat to move forward. And previously used that strategy to gain 15 yards, but this time looks like he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Clock approaching 2 minutes remaining. Man in motion now left to right. Handoff is given. Cut it up and then tripped up and getting over the 5 was Smith.
Yeah, great. Almost had that touchdown right there by Smith, but another great open field tackle by the Lobos there. Kind of like a shoelace tackle by that linebacker of the Lobos to hold up and not let them score this touchdown just yet.
3rd down and goal, now from the 5 after a 2-yard gain. Couldn't see who got that touchdown-saving tackle. Chargers taking their time, 1 minute and 35 seconds left. Allen swings it out, and a huge stop there back of the line of scrimmage and jumping on the receiver and bringing him down.
Number 12.
Fish.
Yeah, great job by Fish there, able to jump that receiver and come up with that huge tackle here for the Lobos and make this another 4th down for these Chargers.
Number 3, Cooper Rapier.
Well, they announced repair. I thought that was fish. 4th down now. The Lobos defense trying to preserve the shutout. Ball's on the deck, and down goes Allen. The shutout indeed preserved.
Exactly, yeah, right there, Allen was just like not able to come out that snap right there, but, once he was able to, that defensive line of the Lobos was, he was right in their face and was able to come up with it, but a great way to end this game right here for the Lobos, come up with that big stop in the end zone right there.
Snowflake will take over. Wow, loss of 7 yards all the way out to the 12, so that should make some knee taking a little bit more comfortable as the happy Lobo sideline have washed away the pains of the last 2 weeks, run their record to 5-3, and sets up a big matchup at Post and Butte that you can hear here on italk1067.com. Tune in, yo, as Bryant, who plays the entirety of the ball game at quarterback, takes this one to a knee, and they're probably going to have to do that once more. Recall that Round Valley had gone down to Post and Butte in September and only lost by a touchdown. So this will be the second mountain team that they're going to be playing, and the Elk, a little bit of a different look than these Lobos, and they were able to hang as that's going to be the final play. Lobos win it 42-0 to set up a big matchup against Post and Butte next week. We will set the stage for you right after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on italk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Final score 42-0. Lobos now 5-3. But the bigger story here preserves the magnitude of next week's ball game down at Post and Butte in Santan Valley, which was the number 5 team prior to this week's matchup against Marcos Deniza, which is the number 3 team in 4A. The Lobos going with a midseason change at quarterback. And, of course, against a little bit of a different kind of competition. But as of right now, it seems like it's working.
Yeah, exactly. Bryant coming in at quarterback tonight for these Lobos was definitely a plus. I mean, he was able to come out and make big plays, right off the bat. He was able to find his other quarterback companion. That was his target all night. It was Easton Butler. He was able to find him for pretty big gains. He was able to find about a big reception down here on our side of the field. And yeah, exactly what you were saying, Brennan, coming in tonight. He came in with a big step, and he was able to fill that role pretty well.
Taking a look here at the housekeeping that we got to do, especially the Horn Auto Center drive of the game, and I think we got to go back to that first drive with the new quarterback relying on the ground game and just grinding it out.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely the drive of the game right there. You know, coming in with that first drive, you know, starting off with Brian as quarterback, coming in, you know, not really taking many snaps this year. I mean, or rarely even any. He was able to come and, you know, take that first drive for the Lobos all the way down for a score. I mean, that's a good job by that QB over there on that Lobo side, Bryant. So you got to tip your hats off to him.
The Beeler, we'll save that for last. The Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. Lobos D was really bringing the wood. Left a couple of Chargers a little worse for the wear. Did not see Chase Judd come back out, though Rich Allen was. But I think that something like this, you just call it a team effort because they really had to do an awful lot to corral.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is definitely a, game effort for these Lobos right here, and it goes to all the defenders on that side of the ball. You know, they were all exactly what Derek said. You know, they came up tonight holding this, you know, to a 42-0 score as they did. You know, that's a good job right there by these Lobo defenders.
That's a Deemer glass shattering hit of the game. For all your glass needs, call 1-888-GlassMan. And then the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. I want your impression first.
I like maybe McCrae's first touchdown run. I mean, that was a pretty big run. You know, there was a lot of aspects involved into that play. You had Lermo's big block to be able to create that play to happen. But, I mean, there's so many plays tonight from this Lobo team that, you know, it's kind of hard to choose.
I'm going to go with after Davin McCrae's interception, the Chargers had shown that they could commit themselves to stopping the run, and the Lobos needed to do something to try to open it up with the passing game. You got a new quarterback in Bryant, you got a new receiver in Butler, and they're able to connect in double coverage going over that far sideline. You probably can assume, just looking at the track record against Cactus, ALA Gilbert North, and Apache Junction, that the Lobos are not going to be able to run amok next week at Post and Butte. They're going to need you to get some protection, and they're going to need to make some plays through the air, and I think that one was a demonstration that they're going to be able to do so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a big thing coming up, you know, for these Lobos on what they're going to want to decide to do, if they're going to, you know, move Butler back, or, I mean, in my opinion, I like this decision, you know, bringing Brian in as QB and moving Butler over as a receiver. But Butler's an all-around athlete. He's able to make plays as a receiver. You know, he was on the kickoff team. He was making tackles out there. So, you know, definitely this is going to be a pretty bright future duo to come, you know, halfway through the season. But
final call here, 42-0. The Lobos win. Next week we'll be with you from Post and Butte High School when Snowflake makes the trip down and is trying to crack the seal on getting a win against one of these Metro Phoenix, I should say, teams, and they'll get a couple more chances. Well, we got one today. It's just this is a little bit of a different ball of wax.
Exactly.
Cactus.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Lobos get the win, 42-0. Please join us next week. And until then, I'm Derek for Mikey and everybody else involved. We hope to see you next week. Until then, be safe.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Comfort Fit Dentures, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, and Horn Auto Center. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.